Hi there, my name is Dr. Bettina Schneider. I'm an assistant professor here in the School of Business and Public Administration. I have been teaching Introduction to Organizational Behavior now for almost 10 years. That's the topic of the course that you will be taking this semester. The course is meant to achieve a number of different objectives. The core objectives are to introduce students to the application of theories related to individual, team, and organizational level behavior. Second course objective is to really examine the structure and function of human behavior. In particular, we will be looking at topics such as perception, motivation, communication, leadership, structure, culture, power, and politics, and how all of this impacts organizational behavior. Third core objective is to simplify and to complicate your ideas around organizational behavior. When I note we simplify your understanding, we try to make certain concepts and ideas obviously more accessible. We provide lots of examples, cases that will illustrate some of the core concepts that we want to share with you guys this semester. In terms of complicating your understanding of organizational behavior, the intention there is to introduce you to a lot of the gray areas and interactions that happen within organizations and how to deal with those types of situations when they occur. So it's an exciting course. It's as I say to my students every semester, it's a course for everyone. Everyone benefits from organizational behavior because throughout our lives we're constantly interacting with organizations, whether we work in them, whether we're students in educational organizations, clients of different businesses. We're constantly interacting with organizations. It's a common sense, practical course, and I really believe it helps everyone in terms of navigating their careers. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm excited to have you on board for the semester. Hi there, my name is Dr. Bettina Schneider. I'm an assistant professor in the School of Business and Public Administration at First Nations University of Canada. The course you'll be taking this semester is Admin 320, focusing on Indigenous community planning and community and economic development. The course objectives are to introduce students to theories, concepts, best practices, issues, and trends in Indigenous community planning and community economic development. We have a lot of exciting new content we're introducing in this course that really provides students with voices of Indigenous community planners and people within Indigenous communities here in Canada that are doing exciting work in the field of community planning and community economic development. Major topics that we discuss throughout the semester are theories around Indigenous planning and community economic development. We look at institutional innovations within Indigenous communities. We look at the role of culture, when it comes to community economic development and planning. We look at indicators. How do you measure change? How do you measure progress in communities? We look at community-based planning and a lot of the, best practices around that topic. We actually look at examples of community plans within many First Nations communities. We'll absolutely be looking at the urban experience of Indigenous peoples in Canada and how community planning essentially operates in that environment. And we'll absolutely be looking at how many First Nations communities, how many Indigenous communities are considering the land, the environment, natural resources within their planning process. And so it's an exciting course. We do a lot of work in class on how community planning has evolved in Indigenous communities, and it's an exciting, evolving field. So I'm really glad to have you all on board, and it's going to be a wonderful semester. Thank you.